Hello everyone. Previously we discussed about the prototypal inheritance. So today we'll be discussing about the promises and async and await, right? So what are promises? So promises, basically promise represents a value that may not be available yet, but it will be resolved in certain point in future. So in simple terms, if you consider the real world example, so you have promised someone that will come tomorrow. Suppose if you uh, go there to meet someone that you had promised, right? Then uh, it is similar to the this one. Promise got resolved. Then if you have some problem, you are not able to uh, meet that person, or you were not able to meet that person as promised. Then the promise got rejected. It is equivalent to the promise got rejected. So we can say in this way, right? Promise represents a value that may not be available yet, but it will be resolved in certain point in future. So this is about the promises. So then what is async and await? Also, we have to remember one more thing. So promise also provides it also provides certain methods for chaining. Suppose you can consider dot, then catch, finally. These things, these are the methods that are provided by the promises for chaining, right? So this is about the promises. Next, what is async and await? Async and await simplifies working with the promises. It just simplifies working with the promises, right? Making asynchronous code look like it is synchronous. So basically what it does, it simplifies working with the promises, making asynchronous code look like synchronous. So in simple terms, if someone asks what is promises and async and await, for the promises you can say promises represents a value that may not be available yet, but it will be fulfilled in the certain point in future. So this is about the promises, and also it provides certain methods for chaining as well. So it may be then, catch, and finally. So what is async and await? Async and await, in simple terms, for the async, makes a function return the promise. You can just say async makes the function return the promise. And what is await? Await makes the function wait for the promise. Await basically makes the function wait for the promise, and async makes the function return the promise. So this is about promises and async and await. Let's try to understand this one with a very simple example. So first, let's try to understand how to use the promises, right? I'll just give here, let me make use of the function. Let me give the name fetch data. So here, let me give return new promise, right? Promise, and let me consider the parameters, arguments, resolve and reject, as I have said, right, during explaining. So during the explanation, as I have said, it will consist of the resolve, reject, right? Then here I'll just make use of the timer event, nothing but the set timeout. So here I'll just, let me delete this one, set timeout of what shall I consider? So let me log, or let me make use of the resolve. So I'll just give here data receive, just for the understanding purpose, right? Say receive, right? So this is fine. Let me give the delay of 1000 milliseconds, nothing but the 1 second here, right? So this is fine. Finally, what I'll do, I'll just make use of fetch data dot then, nothing but, as I've said, promises also provide this one, methods for the chaining, right? Suppose it may be then, catch, or finally. I'll just make use of then here, then data. Let me log, what shall I log? Let me give the, I have given data, right? So let me give data here. So I hope this is clear. So what output should we get here? After 1 second, or after 1000 milliseconds or 1 second, we have to get the data received in the string, right? Let me run this one. Let's check. So what happened here? Fetch dot then is not a function. So just give me a second here. So yeah, this is fetch data dot then is not a function. So here this one, fetch data is a function, right? So I have to give this one here. Let me run this one again. So yeah, here you can clearly see uh, it took some time and it is giving the output data received. So after 1 second, it is giving the output data received. So this works absolutely correct. So this is it for the promises. Next, let's try to understand async and await, right, with the simple example. So what I'll do, I'll just create, just give me a second here. Just give me 1 second. So what I'll do, I'll just give async. Let me make use of the function. Same thing. I'll just give fetch data. I would have made the changes there itself. This is fine. Fetch data. I'll just give return here data receive within the strings. So you can just try this one with the real world example as well. You can just consider the API along with the same thing. So I'm not going to explain this with the API. I'll just take the string data received here, right? We will just simulate this with the result promise. So second thing is again one more function I'll consider. This one I'll just name this one fetch data. I'll just add async here. Fetch async data. So I'll just give here const data equals here. Let me make use of await. Sorry, this has to be small itself. Await of fetch data. The previous one, right? This one. Fetch data. Let me make use of the time elements. No, this is fine. This is enough. So fetch data. Let me log data. Sorry, what is happening here? So yeah, I'll just log data here. Finally, let's call fetch async data. So here we have clearly made use of this one async and await, right? So this one here, what we are doing, we are simulating a result promise. This one, this here, this one, right? So here what we are doing, this it waits for the promise to get resolved. So basically, as I've said, we are making use of the await and async, right? So as I've said while explaining, async makes the function return the promise and await makes the function wait for the promise, right? So this here, it waits for the promise to get resolved, right? Basically this one. So I hope now we will get the output. I have called the fetch async data outside here. So here now if I run, we have to get the output data received. I hope, yeah, now I'm getting this one correct, right? So yeah, this one has to be, this is fine. Yeah, if I run this one, we have to get the data received. We are getting the correct output. So I hope everything is clear with the promises and async and await. So next, let's try to understand this one. So let's try to understand JavaScript modules. Nothing but ES6 plus import and export, right? So this is it for now. Thanks for watching, guys.